Welcome to Dreamscape Stories. Enjoy the journey. In the heart of the whispering woods of Easterwood, where the trees danced to the rhythm of the wind and the streams sang sweet lullabies, there thrived a community of bunnies known throughout the lands for their wisdom and courage. These were no ordinary bunnies. They were the guardians of the magical chocolate eggs, a secret kept for generations, only known to the creatures of Easterwood and spoken of in hushed tones under the light of the full moon. The eldest among them, wise old Thumper, had a fur as white as the snowcaps of the distant whispering peaks, and eyes that twinkled with the wisdom of ages past. Every full moon, without fail, old Thumper would gather the young bunnies under the sprawling canopy of the ancient Oak of Whispers, its leaves aglow with the gentle light of the moon. Here, he would recount tales of their ancestors, the origins of the magical chocolate eggs, and the great responsibilities that lay on their tiny shoulders. Long ago, under the same silver glow of our dear moon, old Thumper would begin, his voice as gentle as the evening breeze. The moon herself, in her boundless grace, blessed the first bunnies of Easterwood. She bestowed upon them a gift, a token of her love and protection. This gift was the secret of the chocolate eggs, imbued with the magic of happiness and joy, capable of spreading light even in the darkest of times. These eggs, my dear little ones, are not merely treats, but vessels of enchantment, woven from the very essence of joy and the warmth of togetherness. Among the eager listeners were 3 spirited siblings: Lily, with a gentle soul and a heart as pure as her silky brown fur, always ready with a comforting word; Clover, the embodiment of adventure, her patches of white and brown fur, a testament to her fearless spirit and love for exploration; and Little Hop, the smallest of the trio, but brimming with curiosity, his oversized ears always perked up, eager to soak in every story, every lesson. One crisp morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, an unexpected visitor arrived in Easterwood. It was Marla, the wise old owl, her feathers glistening with the dew of the dawn. She brought with her news of a grave concern, a message from the distant lands beyond the mountains of mirth. Old Thumper, Marla hooted, with an urgency that pierced the usual tranquility of the woods. A shadow looms over the forest of whims, a darkness that seeks to extinguish joy and happiness from the hearts of the innocent. The Magic Council has convened and believes that only the chocolate eggs of Easterwood possess the power to counter this spreading gloom. The news sent ripples of concern through the community. The bunnies of Easterwood had always lived a serene life, their existence a harmonious symphony with nature. The thought of their cherished eggs being needed beyond the protective embrace of their woods was both an honor and a daunting prospect. Old Thumper, with wisdom born of many moons, knew the weight of the task at hand. "Lily, Clover, Hop," he called, his voice steady yet tinged with the gravity of the moment. "You have shown the virtues of courage, kindness, and curiosity. It is you three who shall embark on this quest to carry the chocolate eggs to the forest of whims, to confront the darkness with the light of Easterwood." The preparations began at once, with the entire community coming together. They wove a basket from the strongest vines and the softest leaves, a cradle for the magical eggs that shimmered with all the colors of the dawn. Into this basket, they placed the most potent of their treasures, the chocolate eggs that held within them the purest essence of joy and happiness. As Lily, Clover, and Hop set forth on their journey, the eyes of Easterwood watched over them, a mixture of pride and concern in their gaze. Their path would take them through the whispering grasslands, where each blade of grass seemed to cheer them on, over the bubbling brook of Babel, its waters whispering words of encouragement, and into the heart of the mystical meadow, where every flower held a secret and every tree a story. Their journey was marked by challenges and unexpected friendships. They encountered Felix, the mischievous fox, known for his cunning and sly tricks. Felix, drawn by the scent of the chocolate eggs, attempted to beguile the siblings into parting with their precious cargo. Two halves. User. Continue the story, ChatGPT, beyond their own woods. The tale of Lily, Clover, and Hop became a legend, a story told under the moon's glow, reminding every bunny of the courage and heart within them all. As seasons turned in Easterwood, the story of the siblings and their journey wove into the fabric of the forest, inspiring bunnies, young and old. Each bunny, in their own way, found a path to follow, a dream to nurture, guided by the stars of the stories they had heard. Lily, whose heart had always been as vast as the meadow, took it upon herself to care for the creatures of Easterwood. She learned the language of the flowers and the songs of the streams, becoming a healer, a whisperer of the woods, mending wings and soothing worries with the same gentleness that had once turned a fox from foe to friend. Clover, with her boundless energy and a spirit as untamed as the wind, became an explorer. She charted paths through the thickest brambles and the tallest trees, discovering hidden glades and secret springs. Her maps and tales of adventure filled the bunny's burrows with dreams of distant lands, sparking a thirst for discovery in many a young bunny's heart. Hop, ever curious, turned his questions into quests for knowledge. He studied the stars, the cycles of the moon, and the mysteries of the forest. His curiosity led to wisdom, and soon he too became a storyteller, his tales woven with the threads of truth and the wonders of the world. Together, they reminded everyone in Easterwood of the balance of life, the adventure and the homecoming, the learning and the teaching, the giving and the growing. But Easterwood was not just a haven for bunnies. It was a sanctuary for all, stories of the chocolate eggs and the bunny's bravery spread far and wide, drawing creatures from beyond the mountains and across the streams. They came seeking the magic of Easterwood, the warmth of its community, and the wisdom of its elders. Old Thumper, seeing the harmony that had flourished, knew that the true magic lay not in the chocolate eggs, but in the hearts of those who called Easterwood home. The eggs were but a symbol, a reminder that joy and kindness could conquer the darkest shadows. As years passed, Easterwood grew. New burrows were dug, new trees planted, and new stories born. The legend of the chocolate egg adventure became the heart of Easterwood's lore, a beacon of light for all who found themselves lost in the shadows. And so, beneath the ever-watchful gaze of the moon, amidst the ancient dance of the trees and the eternal songs of the streams, the bunnies of Easterwood lived in peace, their lives a testament to the power of courage, kindness, and curiosity. They knew that as long as they held these virtues close, the magic of Easterwood would never fade, and the legacy of the chocolate eggs would forever spread happiness across the world. In this way, the bunnies of Easterwood not only protected their cherished home, but also became guardians of joy, keepers of the light that shines in the heart of every creature, no matter how small. And in their journey, they found that the greatest adventures are not just in the quests we undertake, but in the lives we touch and the love we share. Thus ends the tale of the bunnies of Easterwood and the chocolate egg adventure, a story of a journey that led not just to the saving of a forest, but to the discovery of the true treasures that lie within us all. As the moon climbed high into the ink-black sky, casting its silver glow over the peaceful Easterwood, the bunnies settled into their burrows, their hearts full of the day's joy and their minds alive with dreams of tomorrow. The tale of Lily, Clover, and Hop, now woven into the very essence of their community, served as a nightly lullaby, a reminder of the magic that dwells in acts of bravery and kindness. In the days that followed, Easterwood became a beacon of hope and happiness, a place where every dawn brought new possibilities and every dusk celebrated the day's joys. The forest thrummed with life, each creature playing its part in the symphony of nature, united by the shared tales of the past and the collective dreams for the future. Lily, Clover, and Hop, now revered as the heroes of Easterwood, continued to inspire their fellow bunnies and the many visitors that the forest welcomed. Their story, a testament to the power of unity and love, encouraged others to embark on their own adventures, to seek out their own paths of discovery and learning. But the world beyond Easterwood continued to turn, and with it came new challenges, new adventures. The legend of the chocolate eggs, now known far and wide, attracted not just those seeking the light, but also those shadowed by their own doubts and fears. It was during one such twilight, when the stars blinked softly in the sky, that a new chapter in the story of Easterwood began to unfold. A weary traveler, a small hedgehog named Hazel, arrived at the edge of the woods, her heart heavy with a burden she could no longer bear alone. She had heard of the bunnies of Easterwood, of their kindness and bravery, and in her darkest hour, she sought their guidance. Hazel was welcomed with open paws, her story heard with open hearts. She spoke of a distant land where shadows had crept over the once vibrant fields, where joy had faded and hope had withered. She spoke of her journey, fueled by the tales of the chocolate eggs and the miracles they had wrought. Moved by Hazel's plight, the bunnies of Easterwood knew that their adventure was not yet over, that their legend was still being written. With the wisdom of old Thumper, the kindness of Lily, the courage of Clover, and the curiosity of Hop, they set forth once more beyond the comforting embrace of Easterwood into the unknown. This new journey was filled with challenges greater than any they had faced before, for they were not just fighting a darkness in the land, but also the shadows within the hearts of those they sought to help. Yet, with each step, each act of kindness, each moment of courage, the bunnies of Easterwood spread the light of hope, rekindling the flames of joy and love in the hearts of many. Their journey took them through lands forgotten by time, over mountains that touched the clouds, and across rivers that whispered ancient secrets. They met creatures of every shape and size, each with their own tales of sorrow and joy, each a thread in the tapestry of the world's story. And with each new friend they made, with each life they touched, the legend of the chocolate eggs grew, not as a tale of magic and mystery, but as a symbol of the enduring power of love, of the unbreakable bonds of friendship, and of the unwavering light of hope. As the bunnies returned to Easterwood, their hearts heavy with the memories of their journey, but lightened by the love they had shared, they knew that their story was far from over. For in their adventures, they had discovered a truth more powerful than any magic, that the greatest strength lies in unity, in the coming together of hearts and minds, in the shared belief that tomorrow can be brighter than today. And so, under the watchful eyes of the stars, amidst the gentle rustling of the leaves and the soft murmurs of the wind, the bunnies of Easterwood gathered once more under the ancient oak of whispers. They shared their tales, their hopes, and their dreams, weaving a new chapter in the story of their forest, a chapter filled with the promise of new dawns, new adventures, and the eternal light of hope. For in Easterwood, the story never truly ends. It lives on in the hearts of those who believe in the magic of kindness, in the power of courage, and in the endless possibilities of a world united by love and joy. And as the moon cast its gentle light over the forest, The bunnies of Easterwood drifted into a peaceful slumber, their dreams a tapestry of adventures past and yet to come, a testament to the enduring spirit of Easterwood, a place where every heart is welcomed, every dream cherished, and every day a celebration of the magic that resides within us all. In the gentle embrace of Easterwood, where the tale of the chocolate egg adventure had woven itself into the very essence of the forest, the seasons continued their endless dance, bringing change and renewal. The bunnies, inspired by the legendary journey of Lily, Clover, and Hop, found new ways to spread joy and magic beyond their woodland home. As spring dawned, painting the world in hues of green and gold, a grand festival was conceived, the Festival of Blossoms, to celebrate the awakening of life. Bunnies from every corner of Easterwood, along with their friends from the Forest of Whims and the Mystical Meadow, came together to share in the joy and togetherness that had once saved the land from darkness. Lily, with her deep connection to nature, led the festival's preparations. She worked alongside the bees to weave garlands of flowers, turning the clearing into a tapestry of colors and scents. The air was filled with laughter and music as creatures big and small gathered in harmony. Clover, ever the adventurer, organized games and challenges that tested bravery and wit. There were races through the tangled roots of the great elder tree, and treasure hunts that led to hidden nooks and crannies of the forest, each revealing a story or a secret kept by the ancient woods. Hop, with his insatiable curiosity, set up a pavilion of wonders where the mysteries of the forest were shared. There were star maps that told the tales of the cosmos, herbs that held healing powers, and stones that whispered the history of Easterwood. It was a place of learning and wonder, where the mind could wander and the spirit could soar. As the festival reached its crescendo, Old Thumper, now more a legend than ever, stood before the gathered throng. With a voice that carried the wisdom of the ages, he spoke of the journey beyond the Festival of Blossoms, a journey that each and every one of them was a part of. This festival, he began, is but a reflection of what lies within us all. The joy, the camaraderie, the wonder. We carry these with us in our hearts, wherever we go. The greatest adventure lies not in the quests we embark upon, but in the lives we touch along the way. With those words, a hush fell over the clearing, and as if on cue, the moon, full and bright, rose above the trees, casting a silvery glow over the festival. Then, from the shadows of the woods, emerged creatures never before seen in Easterwood. They were drawn by the stories of the bunnies, by the legend of the chocolate eggs, and by the promise of a community where joy and kindness reigned supreme. Among them were the whimsical wrens, birds with feathers that shimmered like the night sky, the gentle giants of the glen, creatures so large their footsteps made the earth hum, yet so gentle their touch could cradle a butterfly. And the whispering willows, trees that had uprooted themselves to wander and now sought a place to call home. The festival became a meeting of worlds, a confluence of stories and dreams, where every creature, no matter how different, found a common ground in the magic of Easterwood. It was a night that stretched into dawn, a celebration that became a legend in its own right, a testament to the power of unity and the endless capacity for wonder. As the first light of dawn touched the tips of the trees, the festival may have come to an end, but the journey it began continued. For in the hearts of all who had gathered, the spirit of Easterwood, the legacy of the chocolate egg adventure, lived on. A beacon of hope, a whisper of magic, in a world that was ever in need of both. And so, the story of Easterwood, of its bunnies and their chocolate eggs, of festivals and friendships, of adventures and discoveries, is a story without end. For every ending is but the start of a new journey. Every goodbye, a promise of a meeting anew under the watchful gaze of the moon, in the heart of the whispering woods. Let this tale be a lullaby, not just for the night, but for the soul, a reminder of the magic that lives within and all around, waiting just beyond the burrow, in the heart of Easterwood, where every day is an adventure, and every night a story waiting to be told.